SPD with like our activities or so on, is that I absolutely love
Why is it black now? This is
the four
this
layer
is
salad,
upsetting.
like like it was all a metaphor type thing.
Right.
So basically
Kind of
everything
like
I
Metal
make ends up
Gear.
being like that in one way or another. You know, it's
What the
funny. I've
fuck?
never actually played Metal Gear, but
What? Dude,
yeah,
you'd love
It
it.
is
I've been
just
told I
You'd
look
love
just
it.
like
it
a
is
character
just
from it,
black.
and that I am like the game's writing, but apparently I never gotten around to actually playing
You should
it.
at some point. It's really fun.
I
Cool.
can't see anything. It's
I have
all black.
like a,
I'm gonna restart. I don't know what's causing it. I'm looking at my task manager and everything is fine. I don't know if it's the stream or what's causing it, but whatever it was, it caused the stream itself to crash. So let's try this again. Okay. Ah, that's it. That's what's caught. How does that happen? So the stutters aren't being caused by memory or CPU. It looks like it's a GPU thing. Weird. Well, we're gonna load in, and now that I have everything launched and loaded, I can keep tabs on computer specs the whole stream, so I can actually see what's going on and why it's going on. But let me get full body working again. Okay. We'll stick to a mirror for a second. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of wild. The reason the stream's all fucked up. After that last crash, the headset won't display, period. It says your graphics card cannot successfully connect to your head mounted display. Try removing any cables, adapters, or extenders you're using. I've already unplugged everything and plugged it all back in. I think my VR is a little borked after that. I don't know what happened. I kept stuttering and then the fucking game just completely black screened the headset. So I'm gonna try to figure that out. I don't know. Give me 1 second and I'll put some music on. But I'm not too sure what caused that. But the headset just does not display right now. No video, period. So while that happens, I can't hear what's playing right now, music-wise, so have We're Finally Landing by Home. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Hopefully I can get this resolved. What a pain, but I think we're back. I have absolutely no fucking clue what caused that or why that happened. Task Manager looked fine. Graphics card was being utilized way more than it should have been, but everything else looked fine. But by the looks of it, everything's good, so we're gonna launch up again. I don't know why it's doing that, but we might avoid the happy hour. Maybe. It might crash us again. I don't know what the problem is or why it happened. So I'll track down what caused the crash and see if it's on my end or something else. Let me get the camera reset up. Okay, feet work, legs work. Okay, camera is set. Improperly, but set. Okay. I think we're good. This one. I will turn the music off. That's good, that's good. There we go. Why am I black? Why is it all black? Why can I see nothing? What happened to Massive Loop? I don't know what's happening. Everything is frozen. It's just... everything else is fine. Massive Loop is frozen. Why? Why are you like this? I just want to talk into the camera. I think it's director mode that's causing my crash. The game seems fine outside of whenever I'm fiddling with the camera. I might be wrong. I could very well be wrong. But I'm launching it again. We're trying it again. Because I have stuff I want to talk about. Stuff I want to do. But maybe it's just not destined. Okay. Let's see. Now, something to note. My computer is not bad. Like, I have a 3080. I have an 8-core CPU with 16 threads that can go up to almost 5 gigahertz. And I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. So it's not my computer's fault. I don't know what it is though. Okay, we will do this. Calibrate. Wop, wop, wop. Okay, we're here. Let's get rid of the mirror. Let's get rid of the full body. Wrong camera. Director mode, display 1, yes, plus, doot 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 doot. Follow me, look at me. Auto rotate is not what I want. Bring the angle down. I said down, there we go. Okay, maybe I need to put the angle up actually. Maybe I lied. There we go. We're good with this. This is fine. I can live with this. Don't crash, please, for the love of God. I don't know if it's my graphics card or if it's something else. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. The stream is not good. Oh no, the stream is black. Well, at least now I know what I need to resolve for the next stream. So, this didn't turn out bad. Why is it not displaying it though? There we go. That works. Fair warning, the kitchen is my play space.
You're fine. I'm trying to stay out of your lines.
I think everything's working now. Listen, the other one's not uploaded. It's broken. I guess now that I'm just in here, I can use it.
How many buffers you
I don't know. Because it's split between 3 platforms, but I've been having technical problems. A lot of them.
what happened? Try to stream on like full things.
Fair. Let's see. Change the angle. This is not what I was expecting. Oh no. I'm having fun with this, I'm not gonna lie. It's like I can't make a micro adjustment. I really need to. I don't know how to. Because I don't need it right here. But this works. Fuck it. Good enough for me. Hi. Welcome to here. I broke it. Oh no. Oh god. The camera's right in front of my field of view. So, am I live mic? I'm not live. There we go. So there's a lot of different things that we can talk about, to be fair. But look at where we are. We're somewhere. We're in a place. I don't know how I feel about the camera being this close, actually. I might I might change it. That's a little bit better. I'm still out of frame though. Almost. Almost. Aha, this works. I'm okay with this. This is good. So anyway, welcome to here. The past like hour has been kind of fucked up and I've had to restart the stream twice. I'm sorry. I don't know what was causing it, if it was on my end or on the platform's end. I have no idea. But it looks like it's running fine now. I'm just in the lobby hub, the main spawn. But hi, welcome to here. Whether you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Twitter, hello. Sorry that we didn't really do a proper introduction. I've been trying to make things work the whole time, and it has not been wanting to work. So, I should have everything worked out by next stream, since, you know, the one before this I had some trouble with, and this one worked fine. I just kept crashing, and then my headset blacked out after one of the crashes. The stream would be fine if those hadn't happened, but I don't know what caused it. It's probably, I don't know. I will buy a new motherboard at some point fairly soon, so maybe that'll rectify the issue. Who knows? But we're here now, and we get to talk, and we get to talk about a lot of stuff. But whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, wherever the fuck this gets uploaded, hi, I'm Blaze Creek. And I'm making content again. I say again, I don't know if you can really quantify what I've done in the past as content creation in the term of YouTube or Twitch, but I don't know. I've streamed in the past plenty. I've made videos off and on for years, and I've done a lot of stuff. But it's time to start streaming and making YouTube videos. And not just in the same way that I did in the past, which was here and there and occasionally something funny, but actual proper productions with, you know, ideas behind them that aren't funny meme, haha. So I'm excited to try a bunch of new stuff when it comes to both the kind of content that I'm working on and planning to work on in the future. But I don't know what's going to come out first. I don't know what is going to ultimately be the first thing. It'll probably end up being about Massive Loop, since that's... anyway. but we'll see. There's a couple of ideas floating around for what would have been the first video if I'd gotten to everything a little bit sooner. But the main topics are going to be VR, gaming, sci-fi, books, probably a little bit of drama and politics, but nothing crazy. Everyone who knows me knows what I'm into and how I think. So, but yeah. But we're recording and streaming on Massive Loop, or in Massive Loop. And that's where the majority, if not all, VR related videos that are going to be from this channel will be hosted. So, yeah, pretty much any live stream relating to VR is going to be hosted in Massive Loop. That includes content that isn't specific about it. So if I'm making a, video that requires the 3D model, it'll probably be, not probably, it will be done through Massive Loop. So, yeah. But we're going to be making a couple of videos a month on Massive Loop, and we're definitely going to stream on it a lot. As for the other kind of content that can be expected to be streamed, or at least seen, definitely a lot of gaming and a lot of VR, but the majority of the videos will be VR related, or VR made as well. So that being created in VR and about VR. But yeah, pretty much all VR related content on the Blaze Creek related channels will be recorded and hosted in Massive Loop. So as for how all of that works, why am I here? What am I doing? Why am I streaming again? And why am I making videos again? What's the deal with that? So we're on Massive Loop for a few reasons. Not only do we like them as both people and a company, but I'm going to be doing sponsored content for them, that being live streams and videos. So you're going to see me on here a lot, and you're going to see a lot about the platform itself. But having the opportunity to be able to make content with some form of financial backing is really awesome, because it means I can actually really explore this space that I've been wanting to explore for a long time, because everyone knows I've wanted to make content in one way, shape, or another for a long time. I mean, look at the Hopwoos. it's content in its own right. But, in the past, the reasons why I stopped streaming and stopped making videos, I did it off and on for years, sure. But the biggest thing was when I got fucked over by a smaller game company a couple years back. That essentially made me quit esports, doing tournaments, having scrims with friends or other groups, alongside streaming and YouTube. I pretty much stopped all of it after I got fucked over. And it kind of stayed that way. Off and on, I would record like a random VR video of me just somewhere that doesn't make sense, talking to people that like, what the fuck is wrong with them? That kind of shit. But we do have a bunch of stuff planned that isn't janky. And there's a bunch of content that I would like to make that's a little more normal and a little more what would be used to on YouTube. But yeah, so we're making videos, we're doing streams. I don't have an official schedule out yet, but I'd like to do around 3 to 4 live streams a week, preferably 4 live streams a week. That way I also have plenty of content for the other channels outside of Twitch and YouTube. So I'll probably stream upwards of 4 times a week, maybe more, who knows. But it'll be mixed between sponsored and non-sponsored streams. But yeah, so that'll be interesting. A mixture of sponsored and non-sponsored content is what you're going to be able to expect. Anything that's sponsored is probably going to end up being VR related in terms of where the streams are hosted and how they're hosted. but that'll depend. Of course, I play a lot of video games, and I stream a lot of, or did stream a lot of video games. I used to do, a lot of Counter-Strike, PUBG, DayZ, like Arma, DayZ, but there were a lot of things that I recorded, a lot of things that I streamed and played, and they might not be relevant nowadays, of course, so not exactly worth it in terms of trying to make content for, but I'd like to do something relating to Hearts of Iron. One of the concepts, or there are two concepts for Hearts of Iron related video that I've been working on. One was essentially modern day Russia, but peaceful playthrough. And I would just arm the world, essentially funding as many wars as possible and making as much money as possible while also not being directly involved. That was a thought, but that sounds kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, because Hearts of Iron, you kind of just sit there for 6 hours or 12 hours, and there's a lot going on, but from like an actual entertainment standpoint, it's kind of boring. But I don't know. It's not the kind of game that you actively stream or make content for unless you regularly do it or are used to, -2 viewers. I love the game and I'd love to make content for it though. So Hearts of Iron's up there pretty high, whether that's doing modern day or maybe a roleplay game like we used to do in the past. Like, I used to play a lot of roleplay games, especially roleplay games in games like Hearts of Iron, where you have your rule set and you can play as X, Y, or Z, and you try to reenact World War II in a fairly fair or reasonable fashion. I always liked that kind of stuff. That was always a lot of fun. But at the same time, it really doesn't feel like the right kind of content. Other things that I've thought about were, there's a lot of games that you could play and that I have, like Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld or Songs of Six, but those games last for hours and hours. Like Songs of Six, you could be playing for 8 hours and still not be able to conquer other people. So it's one of those things where you're going to play it for literally ever, and the amount of content you get out of X amount of hours of playing will be pretty minimal for the amount of editing that you'll have to do and the amount of work you'll have to do, which is one of the things that turns me off of a game like Songs of Six, RimWorld, or Dwarf Fortress. It just feels like it takes way too long for any of it to really work in my attention span anyway for editing. But RimWorld is one of the things that I'd really like to make videos on, because I've been playing RimWorld for almost, if not 10 years. I love the game, and there's a lot of fun stuff you can do. And honestly, I think that would be really interesting to, stream and try out. Actually, go for role plays and different play styles instead of making people into hats. Which I know everybody's favorite thing is to turn people into hats, but, there's other ways to play. But outside of that, I've thought about doing Darktide as well. Darktide would be a really fun one to stream and a really fun one to record, but I feel like that's one of those games where you need a 4-man group to really enjoy it that way. So if I did ever play, any 40k game that's like Darktide, I need like an actual group that's able to play it and be somewhat content creation friendly. But I don't know, there's a lot of games I want to play. Like there's Terra Invicta, which I think would be really cool, but it runs into the same problem as Hearts of Iron or Stellaris or Civilization or Humankind. They all run into very similar issues of, holy fuck, I'm spending 2 days playing this game, and that's all I'm doing. So I really don't know what we'll do in terms of like set in stone. I don't want to set anything in stone for what we'll definitely be playing. But the main games that I've been playing are Songs of Six and Hearts of Iron, Baldur's Gate. I was playing a lot of Starfield, but after like 3 new game pluses, it kind of got stale. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to record Songs of Six. I think that would be super fun to stream, but the main content that you're going to be able to expect will more or less be VR related, with the occasional, game of maybe one Songs of Six stream or like one Hoy stream every so often, stuff like that. As I want to keep the majority of the content to VR and being hosted in VR. So that's what we'll probably end up doing no matter what, is the majority of content being filmed in or taking place in VR, even if the content doesn't necessarily revolve around VR itself. So anyway, we're gonna play games. That's all that needs to be said. Is the camera working? I can't tell. Yeah, we're good. But we're going to play a lot of games. The most prominent ones are going to be Massive Loop and probably either Hearts of Iron, Songs of Six, RimWorld, or something of that nature. I'd love to play Overwatch again, but I don't know how I feel about streaming Overwatch, if I'm being honest. So let's talk about some other stuff. Now that we talked about the sponsorship deal, why we're on Massive Loop, the kind of content that I've been thinking about making and that I'm going to be making. But yeah, the most prominent content is going to end up being just mostly VR. But I thought about doing reactions too, but that kind of feels weird in the modern climate. So we're probably not going to do much of that. I'm going to be honest. That feels like a minefield to touch. A lot of the content that I'd like to work on is going to end up being probably not necessarily political, but I'm a libertarian socialist, which is a weird statement. The closest thing to it would be anarchist. And I don't really align left or right in any major way. I don't like the left or the right for the most part. I like little bits and pieces of both, but I've got a lot that I like to complain about in regards to modern politics and how our country is run, because I don't think a lot of things are fair. And I think our country is ran by old people who shouldn't be running the country. But I don't know. I don't think I have any crazy extreme views. I lean a lot more left than anything else. But I just want people to be happy and like for everything to be fair and equal. And apparently not a lot of people want everything to be fair and equal, as we've kind of seen time and time again. So there's plenty of things that I'd love to complain about on camera, especially now that I live in Tennessee. There's a lot to complain about our local government, and there's a lot to be said about how it's ran, and more so the treatment of people in the state and the handling of certain members of a certain political party. I don't know what caused that one, but I'm gonna take it as a sign. The headset is just, it was fine. Then the game itself just went black. So I don't know what happened there. I do not. I would like to keep talking though. I was enjoying that. That was sad. I'm kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what keeps causing it. I genuinely don't have a fucking clue. everything's fine and then it's just not responding. I don't know what would cause that. Hi, baby.
So having technical difficulties?
Little bit. I don't know what's causing it.
I'm going back out.
Where are you
We're
going?
going to a haunted house.
Oh. Okay. And we didn't invite you?
It's $20 per person.
Fair enough. Well, have fun and be safe. Yeah. Kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed off that my VR keeps crashing. And I don't fucking know why, which is really fucking annoying. But it'd be
I
like
wasn't
that.
having that issue on mine.
Yeah.
It would just glitch out a little bit, but it wouldn't crash.
I don't know what's causing it, but it's really pissing me off. I love you.
I'm gonna change clothes.
Okay. I'm gonna probably end the stream for now because this is starting to piss me off.
I told Alice not to come in because I didn't want to interrupt your stream.
I appreciate that. I don't know what's causing it. All right, let's see. Are we on the right mic? We are. So we're gonna just close the VR entirely, and whoops. And we're gonna just talk like this for a minute. Do I have intermission set up yet? Talk about that one. We're gonna turn the BRB on. So I don't know what's causing that. I'm not sure. Looking at Task Manager, everything's fine. Something is just causing it to crash, and I don't know what it is. It works fine, and it's been working fine for the past week without a problem. So I'm not sure what's causing it. Maybe streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. That might be what's causing it. I'm not sure. But I'll have it fixed before I stream again tomorrow, or at least attempt to fix it. That way I can have an actual, smooth experience. And I know like half the stream was just technical difficulties, but I don't know what caused it. I genuinely don't. But that's okay. Oh, my stomach says no. Yeah?
Do you know what my half hood is? Like my cropped hood?
No. I don't know. But yeah, who knows what caused that crash, or the former ones before that. Task Manager says that my GPU was being maxed out, which doesn't make any sense, considering it's a 3080,
That's odd.
but
Goob, why did you just pee in the floor in this
the dog just peed on the... No. But yeah, I don't know what's causing it. It looks like it's a mixture of OBS and Massive Loop. I think it's both of them causing the crash, but I have no idea. I'm going to do a little bit more testing and see if I can figure out what's causing it tonight. That way I can do another stream same time tomorrow, and we can actually, go over everything that I wanted to talk about. And I have a notepad up with a lot, so...
Need to grab you anything in the belt, baby?
Like what?
Anything?
I don't really have that much money.
I have money, baby. I get paid the day before we have to pay rent, so I've got plenty of money.
Fair. Yeah, I
Any juice or like any car, anything like that?
I've got weed. I've got enough to last me a few days. I got enough juice to last me a month. I can't think of anything. I'll let you know though.
I love you.
I love you too.
Do you think my living room will look weird over these things?
A little. But yeah, I'll end the stream in a second. But who knows what caused it? I'll figure it out before the next one. I do have a second computer that I could also attempt to use as a streaming computer, in the sense of that streaming instead of my computer streaming. I might try that out actually as a solution to maybe the GPU's just being maxed out. I don't know. But that's too bad. I wanted to participate in the happy hour and actually like hang out, you know, talk to everyone. But I kept stuttering, which kind of sucks. I want to blame OBS. I love you too. Mwah. I love you. Have fun. Be safe.
I will be safe. I'm gonna be with Allison Lene.
Fair.
Love you.
Love you. Okay. But yeah, so we'll figure out what caused those problems before tomorrow's stream. I'm going to stream again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now that I have everything actually set up in my normal space, like I've got my VR fully set up, I'll swap out the cables to the headset and see if that helps. Maybe that might actually help. I do have 2 sets of cables for the Index. So I'll swap those guys out before the next stream as well, and maybe that'll help out. But I just don't know what's causing the crashes. I'm honestly starting to look towards OBS as being the culprit, just because it keeps spiking between 20 and 40% GPU usage. Who knows? But I'll figure it out. That way we can actually have a proper live stream tomorrow. And as for all of the stuff that I didn't get to talk about, there's a lot, man. I wanted to talk about the FNAF movie. I wanted to talk about quitting my job and, you know, doing this stuff. And I wanted to talk about the Poicast and talk about developments and, you know, talk about my overlays and how development for the stream's going. Oh, welcome back. What'd you forget?
Where are the mushrooms?
What's left of them? I don't know how many is in there though.
You owe me a bag anyway. I think there's like 4 in there.
Yeah, there's like 8 in there. You really gonna do shrooms when I'm not there?
I'll be
You,
with Allison
you
Lene.
flipped shit last time.
I'm not gonna eat the whole bag.
I love you, but
I will be safe. I promise.
You trust me, I know you do. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I'll be responsible.
I trust you. Just last time.
I know last time, but you also gave me way too much last
I
time.
gave you 1.5. That's
You
not way
gave
too
me.
much. I gave you 3 halves, which
Yeah.
equals 1.5.
I know my limits. Okay?
Just be safe,
I will be safe. You're also streaming.
and I love you.
I love you.
I'll see you later.
Thanks, our fond promise. I love you.
Love you. Yeah, so that was the thing. But we'll stream again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do it in VR again. Hopefully everything works out. If I can't find a solution or figure out what's causing it, I think I might hook up my second computer and see if I can use it to stream and then actually play the game on my main computer. Maybe that would resolve any kind of like hiccups, or I don't know. But I'll swap out the cables for the headset too and see if that fixes anything. All of that aside, I'm sorry again that we didn't get to really do a proper stream and get to really talk about everything without constant problems. It'd be like that though. But yeah. I think we'll end it here. The reason I'm like scatterbrained, I'm sitting here trying to find a solution actively. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. But I'll post a little update video to the YouTube channel when I figure out what's wrong. So that said, thanks everybody for watching. Final time I'm saying it. I'm going to stream again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That way I can make up for this stream kind of constantly fucking up and crashing. So again, I'm sorry. Tomorrow will be a much better stream. But thanks again for watching. I'm going to end it here and expect a video.